joined the mentorship. A couple months later, I'm six figures, $182,000.
100K profit in 2 months, and you're
I
six.
know. Margins now are about 70%. It's wild. It's wild.
Bro, I saw you crush it again.
Mate, I know. I haven't posted the results in a while. In fact, I did. I posted at six figures, but since then it's gone up another 50K. So yeah, it's pretty wild. I know. It's like kept on going. After Christmas, I was not expecting it to, set the numbers it did, but it's just like, yeah, steady flowing.
Insane. So, do you remember how much we did, like how much you did in the first case study? Was it like 30K?
It was like, yeah, because I remember you saying 50K USD. And then, yeah, something like 36K maybe, something like that. And now I can show if you want, it is 143K, excluding today. And like so far today, I've done about 1.5K. So, yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
That's pounds. How much? That's like how
Yeah,
much?
pounds. I've already checked. I've got it up. It is $182,000. So, yeah.
Bro, how old are you again?
16. It's crazy. It's actually wild. Like, bro, I'm lost for words, honestly. Because this product, the crazy thing is as well is when I put this on my product sheet, I didn't even like. There was not really much any part of me that thought, oh yeah, it's gonna be a winner. Like when Jacob chose it for me, I was like, okay, it looks fun. I'll give it a go. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's wild.
Wait, this is 90 days. How much was it in reality? Like since it started picking up?
That's in total 144.5.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Basically, all of that happens in less than 2 months.
Yeah, completely. In like a month and 10 days ish. In fact, no, yeah, a month and 20 days. That's
Yeah.
basically it.
How much?
Yeah,
How much is that in profit?
the margins now are about 70%. So
Percent.
yeah. So right now, like by the end, once all my payouts come through from Shopify, we're looking at like obviously like spending it on stuff and the advance, which was definitely worth it. We're still looking around like 70K in my bank. So it's pretty crazy. Like it's wild, honestly. Like
Insane.
yeah,
Insane. But that's
yeah.
like you have 70% profit margin overall. That should be over 100K, right? Like if we just take the like the profit itself.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, at the start, so it's a bit like now. If we're
Mhm.
talking overall, because when I lost, it was about I think it was the 17th. I did the case study with you. I
Mhm.
was in like stressful times. Like, I was switching supplier, trying to find the right one, good prices, good shipping, um, and so margins were a bit all over the place. I think I remember saying, but now they're at 70%. So overall, it's probably about 65, 60, but now
Oh,
it's yeah,
okay. I see. Even if we calculate with 60 of
yeah,
dollars, it's
it's I
100K.
know. It's like, yeah.
100K
It's
profit
crazy.
in 2 months, and you're
I
six.
know.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah. And then, yeah, as I think I said before, like with college, I'm literally just weaving in between the timetable, trying to find as much time as I can, but it's worth it. I mean, yeah.
So wait, okay. So what? First of all, what are your parents saying?
Oh, they did not expect it to come up either. I mean, like when after Christmas, when it stayed like it was, they were just they were blown away. Now it's almost settled in for them. They don't really ask too much about it anymore. They just kind of be like, okay, right, yeah, that's a classic day. Um, but no, my parents have been really helpful in terms of now I've got to deal with kind of all the taxes and stuff. So the accountant I've got, um, and yeah, like financial advisors and stuff like that.
Would you say you did anything different since the last interview, or was it just more of what you did already?
It was just, yeah, it was definitely more, and also making my videos, like speaking to Jacob on the calls, he's just tweaking them, giving me tips. I mean, now he said like my videos are actually to a standard where they're good. So
Mhm.
we're speaking about creators and stuff. So I'm currently in the process of hiring. Um, but with the videos, no, it's just pumping out more content, like giving the viewers what they wanted. That's with this product. I mean, there's so many variants of it. It's great because you just give the viewers what they want, and the sales just come up again. So it's just
Mhm.
it's great.
Is this all from one account?
Yeah, all from one account. Yeah,
How much, like, what would you estimate? How many views does this account overall have?
it's overall. I checked yesterday. It's on 11.2 million views. So the ratio per million views is crazy. So
Really?
yeah,
Damn, over
yeah,
1 million?
yeah. I know it's actually wild. Yeah,
Amazing. Okay, so just for context here, because a lot of people are literally like having that exact issue.
Yeah.
Um, the ratio between having a million views in your case, like basically per million views, you get about like 17K per $1 million. I'm gonna ask you, first of all, why do you think that is?
I think it's, especially with this account, it's hit the exact right audience. I think it's pretty. It ticks most of the boxes in terms of it's like solves a problem. It's got a wow factor and it's just visually appealing. Yeah. Also, I think the features of the product, on like Jacob was saying, they're just like they're so captivating that it instantly makes people want to buy it. So yeah,
Exactly. So number one, it goes viral for the right reason. Number two, it goes viral to the right audience. And number
mm,
three, the product by itself is genuinely super good. So this is like where people should start when they have this issue, when they don't know why things are not converting. A lot of the time, it's just your product. Then the second step is going to be how you go viral. Is it because of the product or because of some bullshit which is not connected to the product? Or
yeah,
and the last question is where does it go viral? Which country, which audience, etc.
mm,
And I'm seeing a lot of people doing this completely wrong in terms of who you capture. Because, for example, if you have some like let's say sewing product or whatever,
yeah,
because for older people you're not allowed to film, for example, in class, which would attract students, right? It
yeah,
doesn't make sense, but a lot of people are still doing it. And the other way around, again, it doesn't make sense to like it makes a lot of sense to film in class if it's more for students or something like that.
mm,
You just have to hit the right audience with the entire framing of the product and make it relatable to the right niche. And I think you did
yeah.
that for years.
I think the biggest thing, yeah, with my product, it wasn't even so much like location of where I was filming. It didn't really matter. It was like I was looking at obviously with the SIM card strategy that you guys use. I use that, and that works perfectly. Like 80% of my audience is US now, so that's great. But even putting it in the comments, like just hinting at the male audience because that's the majority of it, or even just yeah, using that sort of vocabulary in the videos is it instantly hits the right market. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
So you said you wouldn't have chosen this product by yourself. In retrospect now, do you like it or do you still
Oh,
not accept what it
no,
is?
no, I enjoy filming with them. So when the new variants come in, I mean, like my mum's literally every single day she's got like a new package for you, new package for you, because I'm just ordering new, new variants to keep people entertained. But it was something that when I first started, and this is something that people shouldn't do, is like I was really picky about my products. I thought that was bad because I'd already seen, 10, 20 videos go viral on TikTok with it. So I was like, I was oversaturated. I'll put it on there, but obviously this is all through YouTube. The 90% of it is through YouTube, so it doesn't account for all TikTok. So you have to bear in mind that there's a new market out there with different platforms.
Okay. So obviously you also like one thing which obviously also changed was that you joined the advanced program, which is
Yeah, yeah,
basically
yeah,
the more advanced thing for everybody who already started making money in the program.
yeah.
And yeah, like first of all, how has that been?
Bro, it's been sick. When I got a call from Sean about it, I was like, you know what? Well, let's take the leap because having the access now, I've only been on like 3 or 4 calls with Jacob, but the half an hour ones they make such a difference. It's good. He goes over everything. And also now having the like links to all the creators, and it just helps me. Now I'm on a level where I'm looking to expand and also move on to another product and test. So I've got Jacob sent me links to product researchers, so now I've got a few of them working every day, so I don't have to do the boring scrolling.
I think what people need to understand as well is that there are different things which get you to consistent numbers like this later
Yeah.
on. Because right now, you're at a point where you had 2 really good months, but
Mm,
it still can crash because
yeah,
you only have one product, everything is through one account. It's not super diversified, right? So
mm,
that's the next goal in terms of having multiple products, having multiple people who create for you, and just diversifying the entire business where you basically outsource a lot of like a lot of your time.
yeah.
So you're basically in the like currently you're in the process of hiring creators. Did you already start or are you just about to start that?
I actually had a call. So he keeps on telling me I had an old product that I joined before this. I think I remember mentioning it in the old one. He's got me to then I'm going to start that back up and pay some creators to run that. because that I know that can do numbers. It doesn't do as crazy as this, but it will still give me some consistent numbers. And then yeah, I hopped on a call with one of the creators last night, so I'm in the process literally sending him out the products and getting him to start recording. So yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
What's the goal from here? Like, where do you want to be end of this year?
I don't know. I want to. This is ambitious. I do want to hit definitely multiple six figures, and like consistency is key for me. I'd rather stay consistent throughout this year than have huge numbers for 1 month. Like that's definitely a big thing for me.
Yeah, but very, very realistic. And this is exactly what should be the goal. Just
Mm.
thinking in terms of profit, not revenue, only profit, and average per month, not hitting your first 100K profit month.
Yeah.
Cool, but let's think in averages. Like next
Mm.
6 and 12 months, how much do you actually want to do on average? Okay. And right now, like if we take the last 2 months, it's like 50K.
Yeah.
But obviously, we need to get to the consistent level. So,
Exactly.
what do you think are the main things which are going to give you that consistency?
I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, that's for sure. I stay consistent posting with this current product that's doing well, but also I need to find the time to definitely, like with the products that the creators are giving me and the product researchers, I need to take that into account and just make sure, stick to schedule, like you guys say, 2 to 3 videos a day at least, and then really just testing. I
Yeah,
think that's the big thing.
yeah, yeah. Did you start buying anything with the money you already made?
As I said, I bought my like parents a bunch of cool gift. For me, I bought some like recording equipment because I want to start kind of documenting the journey. So I just bought some of that. But the main thing is I'm kind of just waiting. I'm waiting for the end of the tax year. I want to just get all the tax out of the way so I know like how much is gone, and then I'll probably treat myself a little bit. But other than that, yeah, it's just been letting the numbers come in and just keep working for it. So yeah.
Yes. Do you have any specific plans? What to
I
buy?
would quite like to go. A few friends have invited me to go to a trip to Norway in the summer, so maybe a little holiday then. But I've literally said to them, I need to get all my work done and I need to plan everything. So, yeah. But other than that, no, it's just work and keep it up.
The holiday stuff, you just need to like work that time. It's very important that that
Mm,
concept hits you, where basically it's this. Either like let's say you take a week break. Okay, so 1 week you don't want to work because you're in Norway with your friends.
yeah,
How do you prepare for that? Well, there's just two things you can do. Number one is either you have 1 week before that where you double the work and then you pre-film everything and everything's covered and the output cannot suffer from that. Or until then, you train the person that can replace you and is basically going to do that week for you. Okay.
yeah,
Those are the only options, and that's the only thing which is generally possible. So
mm,
this is something which I would always tie, like I would always hold that standard for me, where I basically say, right, I deserve the trip after I deserve the trip. Like after
yeah,
I manage to
yeah, yeah.
keep working on that week, go ahead, do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think that's like we went away just after the case study, and before the weeks leading up to it, I was doubling down on the videos then, which meant that I could take off and not stress about sales dropping. So yeah,
Yeah, exactly. What's the plan for you with college overall? Like, do you like you last time I remember you said you're staying, right?
yeah. The thing is, I'm staying, but I do 3 subjects. So I do business, enterprise, like entrepreneurship and enterprise, and then photography. Um, Enterprise, I don't learn. It sounds cocky, but I'm doing what we're learning. I get home to like tonight. I've got to go to college after this, and then yesterday I get home and it's dark. So it means every time that I'm not at college, I'm literally like smashing videos out, and there's no time to chill. But yeah,
Um, do you feel like you're missing out something because you're working so much and you don't have any time for anything else?
since I was young, I've kept my friend group quite small, so I've never really needed to. There's never been big gatherings that I've missed out on. But no, I think I tend to think more long term, as in if I put in the work now, I may miss out on this one night here, but in the future we'll be able to go out and enjoy it then. So yeah,
Exactly, exactly. This is something which is super important, and I've seen a lot of people, especially at your age, like
mm,
between 16 and 20, it's very easy to get caught off by just getting invited to something or like
yeah,
let's just go there, and instantly like you feel super bad about yourself if you don't go
Exactly.
there. And
Yeah.
it's just very important to keep in mind that just because you got invited to something, nothing changed. The thing was
Yeah.
there, and either it's gonna happen with or without, nothing is really gonna change. You're gonna
Mm.
forget about like you're gonna forget about it a week later anyways if you go there,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So I'm not saying to like completely isolate yourself, but I'm just
Mm.
saying you should do what you actually want to do and like just don't get distracted by bullshit.
Yeah.
Now with that being said, I obviously also understand that doing two things at the same time is pretty difficult, where you basically do college and this.
Mm.
So how does your average day look like? Like what's average for you?
But usually the process is, yeah, script videos in the evening, wake up, record, then college wherever it needs to be, and then edit in the evening because I can do that. I can edit whenever basically, but filming it has to be done during the day. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, like in terms of output, what are your daily goals in terms of how much you have to film, edit, and post?
I mean, with this product, even though the videos don't look, it's very tedious to record. There's so many different. I'm always switching and going different places and stuff like that. So it does take per video sometimes up to an hour and a bit to record if the video's long enough.
Yeah, well, at this point, I think the priority is always going to be quality over quantity, right? Like
Mm,
you first need to make sure that the videos are actually good. And it's like it's all honestly something which takes time and not a lot of people get to. You can analyze your creators' videos and tell them why they suck or what's good about them. And you need to get to that point first where you actually understand, all right, this is good, this is not good. You need to have that eye for you. So it's really important to number one, learn that you're paying them, that you can tell them. You can be nice about it, or you can be like not nice.
yeah,
Like you should definitely just learn how to phrase it and then just say
yeah.
exactly.
When Jacob first saw my videos, it was like, no, oh, this is good, this is good. It was what I did wrong. That's only what he told me because then I knew what I needed to improve on. And yeah, I think that definitely applies for the creators. So I will bear that in mind.
What were your biggest learnings over the last couple of months?
No, definitely like output, 100%. My output level and my work ethic has doubled. Just having that not so much pressure, but just having that guidance and almost that standard that you have to uphold now that you're in, the mentorship. It's like, don't be here if you're not going to work for us. Also, yeah, video quality is just significantly improved ever since Jacob's help, whether that be just like the structure, transitions are really important. As 100% output, I think that's the most important thing for me.
Plan anything for the future, or is this something just like where you basically are in the moment, you just do what you need to do and you don't think much about what's going to happen in the next like 3, 4, 5 years?
It's not, yeah, I'm not really clear, to be honest. I just want to keep making money. I think take it as it goes because, to be honest with you, yeah, I'm not like it was so unprepared. It came so suddenly that it's like right now I'm not. Yeah.
I think it's a mistake to plan too far ahead if you don't know what's going on overall. Like,
Mm.
how long have you been doing business?
Well, I started dropshipping like since last November, but I only started having success with it less than a year ago.
So let's say like 1 year you're just actively doing something for dropshipping.
Yeah.
Planning 3, 4 years ahead is something which a lot of people try doing, but it
Mm.
almost never works out. And it's a waste of time because you can have your little like whiteboard where you plan everything and this day I'm going to do this and this and this and that.
Yeah.
And it's super cool and productive. But in reality, you're wasting your time. Like you have no clue what's going to happen. You don't know at all what's going to actually start working, what's not. For example, like you don't know if you're going to have in 1 year like one mega brand or multiple smaller
Mm.
winners make the same amount of money. You don't know what's like which one it's going to be, right? So
Yeah.
you don't know like how much you're going to do, how many creators you're going to have. You don't know all these things, and so many things are changing. And like from last year to today, the space itself, like TikTok organic dropshipping, has changed. So like you're obviously at a point where college is still a huge part of your life because you're doing.
Mm.
How does it feel to go there? Where like I understand how it might feel just pointless, but you still have to do
Mm.
it, right? Where is
No, yeah, I think it's definitely hard. The biggest thing, like for me, not inflate my ego too much. I don't. I do like talking about my results, but I just try not to. Especially college when there's so many people around you. It's not that I necessarily think it's useless, but it's not my focus right now. Because at the end of the day, for instance, yeah, in enterprise, we're learning about Elon Musk and 5 facts about him. It's just I'm not like, what is that?
Yeah, it's just theory versus practice.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
exactly what I just said with like planning and doing all these
Mm,
thought experiments and all these things. How about just filming? How about just do it, the thing?
yeah,
That's what it actually takes to get results, nothing else. And I think like a lot of people reverse engineer the completely wrong thing. Where you hear Elon Musk talking about his 20-year plan or his 10-year plan, and you're like, damn, I need a 10-year plan. When
mm,
in reality, that's most likely not how he got there. It's like
yeah,
he didn't know that the things he's doing right now, he didn't know about them 20 or 30 years ago. I don't know when he started doing like business and all this stuff. Like it's so unrelatable to listen to any advice of how Jeff Bezos scaled from 20 million to $20 billion to $100 billion. It
yeah,
doesn't matter. This is like he's talking about his boardroom meetings and how he's talking to the employees, who's speaking first, all these things where that sounds cool and it's probably sounds interesting in university
yeah,
or college, but that's not what like it doesn't make you money. The thing people are sold on with marketing or entrepreneurship classes is not working for a big company, it's building a
yeah.
business. So
Well,
you
I
just
was literally going to say that. Yeah, in our entrepreneurship class, they are literally talking. They mention, when you are older and you get a job, and it's like, sorry, we're all in this class because we want to run our own business. But yeah, they seem hooked on kind of dragging
exactly.
you down a funnel. So I don't know.
How long ago did you have starting this like did you start having this thought of just doing your own business?
Um, it must have been, yeah, it was like last year, the last year of secondary school for me, which was, yeah, last year in September or November. Um, and I actually had a friend who was interested in it as well. Like we both actually worked quite hard, and like I don't want to big myself up, but one thing, yeah, I don't give up. I don't like giving up. So I hated my job. I think I said it in the last one. I worked at a bike shop, like £4.50 an hour or something crazy. So yeah, that kind of fueled it. And then yeah, 3 4 months of no progress, and then had my first sale, and then you know, joined the mentorship a few months after that, and now a couple months later, I'm 6 figures. So, and in the space of less than a year ago, I didn't even have my first sale. So that's what's crazy to me.
And
Putting
we're
the
talking
work and
years profit. Like
yeah, 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 yeah.
so,
Just
so it's insane. It's literally
mm,
but it's something which happens and I hope you want like you see this as well and this question which most people have in the beginning of if it's so easy what like if this actually is the path why doesn't everybody do it because
yeah,
like to me it sounds so much harder to go to college for 5 years do this and that and then make 100 grand a year after
mm,
50 years of working right that sounds really difficult for me
yeah,
versus just posting like 10 TikToks a day so the only logical explanation they can have is either he's scamming people online or he's not making money online. That's the
yeah.
two, which is crazy.
It's-
But it's just something which seems to be the mainstream narrative where most people think exactly that.
No, for sure. I think also, yeah, I've had at least now, yeah, 5 to 10 friends come up to me and be like, "Yo, I need to start this," and it's kind of now I didn't it sounds harsh, but I don't give them the time of day that I used to because I know that like I've got one friend right now who I think I mentioned in the last one. He's now crushing it. He's doing 300 £400 a day, and he's working really hard. But literally the rest of them, they'll say great, and then they don't get sales with their first product. They instantly give up. They think it's all bullshit, and that's what I mean. It is you just keep working, and you're gonna find a winner product. So it's yeah,
It's just that if you do one thing for 5 years straight, don't give up. There's no way how in 5 years you're gonna make less money
yeah.
than would do college and the regular thing. What would you tell a person who is just at the beginning and they're not 100% sure what the path should be?
Just take it as it goes. I definitely say if you're talking in terms of drop shipping, then get instantly on with your first product. Don't spend hours researching for a winner because what I've always said to my friends is if you find a winner product and your videos are trash, you're going to waste that product completely. If you get good with old products, so if you just practice and then you find a winning product and you make great videos with it, that's going to you're going to crush it. So I definitely say just get going. Don't sit around researching. Find a product, practice, and yeah, go make some money. Like,
Exactly, exactly. It's a really good point what you made here because literally inside of our program, we give you your first product. We have two goals in the beginning. Number one is you not losing motivation because that's the biggest one, right? The biggest for us is that you just keep going because we know if you keep going, you're going to make money. And it's difficult to keep going if you don't see any results. So what we want to create is an environment where you have small wins and you go viral for the first time. You get your first 10K views, 20K views, 100K views, a million views. Forget about the sales. That shouldn't be the goal of the game. And then you're gonna switch over to a good product. And then when you go viral, you can see numbers like which you basically have, where you make like $17,000 per million views. Where in the beginning, you're most likely gonna make like $100 to $300 from a
yeah.
good product. That's what you should be expecting.
Yeah, I think that was also, since joining the program, that was the biggest and the best like piece of strategy that I've heard ever. Because for me now, when friends ask me and I say don't focus on the money, because they're instantly, the first thing is they're like, how do I build the website? How do I get
Yeah.
the payments through? I say to them, don't focus on that. And if they end up building the website, I just leave it because I know that they're gonna give up. And yeah, since I joined the program, I mean, I tested 3 or 4 products with no intention of ever making a website. I just wanted to get the views good. And I think that's what's great. You guys create the wins not based on the sales right now. You know, when the videos start getting good views, you're then going to be like, okay, now we can switch over. And I think that's important.
Yeah, like a Shopify dashboard without sales is so depressing. Like having a
Yeah,
store
yeah, yeah.
zero, zero,
Exactly. There's no point looking at it. Just
yeah,
yeah,
you refresh, but nothing happens.
yeah,
And this is exactly what you don't want to do in the beginning because that's the thing which is going to get you to quit. And
mm,
like literally half of our work is just making sure people keep going, and also weeding out the people who are not going to actually do it from the get-go. And
yeah,
this is why I want to make this so clear, and I constantly repeat myself, but it is true. If you are able to put in the work, only then book a call with us, sign up, and then we can get started. If you're not ready for that, please just save your time, save our time. Don't do it. It doesn't make sense. This is not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult, but if you do it, you're gonna make a shit ton of money. It's as simple as that. Looking forward to have another update maybe in a few
yeah.
months.
Great. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. No, I'm looking forward to it too. Hopefully, sometime later on this year. Yeah, ready to scale. Just I'm gonna keep working, keep putting in the effort, and yeah, appreciate that, Michael. Thank you so much. Yeah.